Joe, what have you been up to lately? What is Joe Kelly staying busy with right now?
Well, now school's out, right? We got out last Wednesday. Retirement, I thought, was going to be a nice, relax, play golf here and there, help take kids to practice. But since I've been done, it's one of those things where my wife has noticed that now that there's two people at the home that are capable of driving a vehicle, she decided to now move our kids into 3 activities each instead of 2. So it's help coaching 2 baseball teams, help being a dance dad, help putting up soccer goals for her practices, dropping off kids at art, going to the gym if I can.
If you can, right?
If I can. And, just trying not to get too upset with everyday activities and learn to be a dad again.
That's all those years of being away in the summer where your wife was doing everything by yourself. And
yeah.
I will help, hon, but, I got a plane to catch. I got to go. And it's all coming back right now. But you've been a great support system the entire time of your career.
Oh, yeah, she was the best. It's easy for her. A little overwhelming for me at some times, but she's like, what do you think I was doing all these years? I was like, yeah, you had 15 years of practice. And now I'm doing what you do now, obviously, and I've had about, a few months of practice. So, yeah, it's been great.
You're in your late 30s.
Big shot, Bob.
Oh, there it is. Robert Ory's here.
Big-time Laker fan, so nice to meet
Everybody's
you.
coming through. What's up, Rob? See you, man. He's just observing right now.
I love it.
Now, you got a shirt on that says, Baseball no es aburrido. Baseball isn't boring.
Baseball isn't boring, correct.
What's the story behind that shirt?
I'm a CEO of a company called Baseball Isn't Boring, and this is one of the shirts we made for the World Baseball Classic. We got Canada, we have USA, obviously, Mexico. It's just something fun that I've dug into since I stopped playing. So
where did the idea come from? That because people say baseball is boring, but you're telling them it's not.
That's exactly the reason. It started off with a podcast, right, with me and my buddy Rob Bradford, who is a fellow owner of the company. So it's just something we like to do for fun. If anyone wants to check it out, obviously get this shirt.
You gotta get the hat too, though.
The hats are great. Yeah, I designed this hat, so I'm very proud of this hat. It's my everyday wear.
So you're a soccer dad, a baseball dad, a dance dad,
yep.
CEO, and a graphic designer.
And a podcaster once in a while.
Oh, yeah?
Once in a while.
All right. You talk about being a dance dad. I mean, last year you sort of went viral for sea walking. Are you teaching? Are you passing this on to the younger generation now?
Yeah, it's great because my daughter's in multiple dances, obviously. But her favorite is hip-hop, and obviously that's my favorite. Little fun fact about me, my mom put me in hip-hop class. My sister was a hip-hop dancer growing up, and I decided to join one time, and I actually liked it. So, I took hip-hop class kind of serious for a few years in my younger life. Something I'm proud of.
A little Jabberwocky style?
A little bit, yeah. It was, did some routines to some Missy Elliott songs, and
where are those videos? Where are those videos?
It was before the iPhone, guys. Let's settle down.
Obviously your retirement. How much baseball are you watching? You still keeping up with the guys? What are you up to?
Yeah, I text with the team here and there. When I haven't been able to sit down and watch a full game, obviously it's on usually on every day. On one of the TVs. Last night I tried to catch the end of the game where obviously we were trying to get there was no hitter, combined no hitter, right? Tanner Scott, gave up a hit, but no, it was fun. So, I put the beds as fast as put the kids to bed as fast as I could, and ran downstairs. And sometimes I'm putting down my son, my youngest Kai, and I'm in bed because he's a daddy's boy. And I'll have the game on my phone, try to put the brightness down and go like this and put it under the blanket, and I'm see if this little guy's asleep. But no, like I said, it's I keep up with the team, obviously, when I can.
We run out of ways to continue to explain who Shohei Ohtani is. And
correct.
What he can do, and whether it's hitting, whether it's pitching, whatever it is that he's going to do. You were there from the get-go with him. What kind of guy was he with you, considering you're both pitchers?
He's a very funny person. Most people don't understand. He puts on a suit and tie, for fans, but for teammates. And I got my son Knox here. He was really good with Knox. Him and Knox had a funny relationship. Knox has still the only gold Shohei bobblehead in the world that has an autograph from Shohei.
No way.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
You got two.
He only has one sign, though. and he got one. He actually traded my glove for it, right? But he got one. And
Wait. He went and grabbed your glove
Yeah.
and traded it.
Yeah.
Good job, Knox.
Yeah, he
Good
took my
job.
glove. He took my glove off the ground and gave it to a fan in the bleachers for the gold bobblehead. But I said, all right, well, you better go ask your buddy to sign it. And, I don't know if he was. Obviously, I knew he would, but, Shohei signed it. And guys on the team were trying to buy it off me, so it was fun. But no, Shohei's a great person, a great character. Leads by example. He, like I said, he is one of the funniest guys. He's got a lot of dog in him that people don't see on the outside. But he's a gamer, that's for sure. He's
learned some English words, as we heard on the broadcast last night. The ones that matter.
the ones that we all appreciate, right?
The ones that matter.
He knows plenty of English.
Right?
Yeah.
Were you ever part of a no-hitter? Were you?
I was not part of one. No.
All right, so when we hear the superstition, you're not supposed to talk about it. Not supposed to talk on the field, right? In the dugout, right? Can the fans talk about it?
I talked about it. Yeah. I mean,
see, all right. See, if Joe Kelly talks about it, it's okay to talk about a no-hitter.
Yeah, it's I don't believe in superstitions and stuff like that. It's one of, I was a psych major, and I went to a UC school, which is obviously a great school system. But if you're worried about words messing up something happening in real life, you got more problems.
You were a guy that was known to, you certainly would put your emotions out there on the field. I mean, everybody loved the boo-boo face from all those years ago. It seems like Dalton Rushing is kind of becoming that antagonist. Do you feel like they need one in the clubhouse? Just a guy who can kind of, maybe poke at the opponents every once in a while.
Yeah, I mean, I think, it's just letting his personality show, right? There's ways to, be a part of the team and to contribute. Obviously, there's more time spent with your teammates, off field than there is, during, battle, but during the game. Especially in baseball, right? We get there so early. I was showing up at 2 o'clock, leaving at 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So the times that you could bond with your teammates, there's got to be, a way for multiple personalities to help a long season go by. Where like I said, there could be the funny guy, there could be the guy who's always bitter at everything. The negative Nancy. those are always the
not
best,
in baseball.
Right?
Not in the baseball.
No.
Never.
I play with multiple guys on my teammates. Like, hey, it's sunny today, and he's like, yep, just another dang game. What I mean? Like, there's always those guys.
What was that line? It's just baseball. It's just baseball.
Yeah. But no, like I said, Dalton Rushing is a very exciting young player. I think he was a little nervous last year, coming up into the big leagues, but he has definitely performed and show, and he's letting his, his little dog personality come out. And, hockey has their enforcers, baseball has, I guess, they're tough guys, but, there's a lot of nice guys on the Dodgers. There's a lot of nice guys. So when you have one guy who has a little bit of edge, it kind of keeps your own teammates accountable and, the other team from doing something too froggy.
One thing about it, though, you grew up in Corona, went to UCR, right? Harvard of the West, right?
The Harvard of the West, baby. Top 50 public school.
There it is, the Highlanders, right? But to see that downtown L.A., there was a mural of you, right, in the mariachi outfit, like, that's kind of crazy considering it's a relief pitcher who kind of gets that. So the love that the Dodger fans showed for you, how much did that mean for you?
It's great, yeah. The mural is something very, very cool. And, I haven't really spent, too much time thinking about it, obviously. But it's just one of those things where, as a professional athlete, you kind of have, I guess, most guys have two different, personalities or two different ways they go about their life, right? They have their playing career, which is some guys are the nicest guys I ever met, but then when the lights turn on, they kind of embrace this alter ego of like, well, I have to pretend I'm this person to succeed, right? And then there's some guys that who are great personalities, but then you hear them in the media, and it's, very vanilla, very plain. Yep. But for myself, I think throughout my whole entire career, I was kind of just, I'd say, organic and was never really taught both sides of it, when to pick and choose, how to, I guess, speak to the media, or how to, when you're playing a game, how to separate and, become a professional, what people would say. But I think, being a normal guy and just happening to play the sport was something that people embraced, right? So,
well, they love you.
For me, I was able to,
100%.
Keep the same way about my life as I did on the field, off the field, and so be it.
that left field pavilion, they love you, man.
Left field pavilion. Yes, many countless hours out there away from the real baseball field.
Yeah.
Hidden in the bullpen.
Oh yeah.
Down there.
Oh yeah. Knots, you know that Ohtani thing is it's actual gold, right? You got that thing under lock and key, right?
No, I haven't actually made it like what is it called when it's like real, like people don't like
Authenticated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
all right.
wow.
All right.
I want to though.
I have it authenticated for him. Though.
I
have video proof and picture proof of him sitting on Ohtani's leg like Santa Claus with the bobblehead. So
That's awesome,
yeah.
man.
That's authentic enough for me, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, man, it was great to talk to you. Hopefully you enjoy retirement, enjoy being a dance dad and a coach and everything. It was good to see you, man.
Yeah, it was great. Thanks, guys. Thanks
All
for
right.
having me on.
Okay, everybody.
Yeah, of course.
Joe Kelly, everybody. He's got a